Welcome back to Startup Pulse, where we explore the latest trends, insights, and innovations shaping the world of startups. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Jules. Today, we're diving into a topic that's really catching the attention of early stage founders: the path from seed to Series A, and why some are moving away from traditional accelerators in favor of a new alternative: fractional C suite talent.
That's right. Specifically, we'll be discussing a new player in this space, Crest Collective, and how they're changing the game for startups looking to scale efficiently without burning through their limited resources. So, Jules, let's start with the problem many early stage startups face. What's the challenge here?
Well, for most startups, especially in the seed stage, the founding team often ends up wearing multiple hats. You've got the CEO, who's also acting as the CFO, the CTO, who's doubling as the head of product, and so on. The issue here is that founders are spreading themselves way too thin.
Exactly. And that's not just a matter of workload. It can also mean that founders aren't able to play to their strengths. They're being pulled in too many directions: finance, product, strategy, marketing, and often end up with a fragmented approach. This scattered focus can show up as a lack of clarity in their pitch decks, which doesn't exactly inspire confidence in investors.
This is where Crest Collective comes into the picture. Instead of sticking with the traditional model of accelerators or relying on scattered advisors, they're offering something different: an orchestrated team of highly vetted fractional C suite experts.
What's really interesting is that Crest Collective isn't just a directory of experts. It's a tight-knit group, where every member understands each other's strengths and can bring the right person to the table. They start with a free audit of the startup's needs and then suggest fractional talent that aligns perfectly with what the founders require, whether it's for finance, product, marketing, or tech.
Right. It's all about getting personalized support from professionals who have been in the trenches of startup life. And it's a pretty appealing option when you consider the cost of hiring full-time C-suite talent. For early-stage startups, bringing on a full-time CFO or CMO is often financially impossible. Crest Collective steps in with top-notch talent without the heavy price tag.
Which is why they're becoming such a sought-after resource. Some founders are even fighting for a spot with Crest Collective, the way they'd compete for acceptance into top-tier accelerators. It's clear that they're offering something founders see as not just different, but better.
And there's another point that stands out: investor introductions. Traditional accelerators often claim to connect startups with potential investors, but it's hit or miss. Crest Collective has a deep network built from years of direct relationships with VCs, founders, and other startups. When they make introductions, it's with a level of trust that you don't always get elsewhere.
Absolutely. And it's not just about access to investors. It's about having people who actually understand the startup world on your side. Many accelerators rely on mentors who have impressive corporate backgrounds, but not all of them get the unique pressures and pivots that come with early-stage startups. Crest Collective's members have lived through it, and that makes a difference.
It does. And I think that's why this approach could be a game changer for startups navigating the treacherous seed to Series A phase. It's a time when startups are under immense pressure to validate their business model and find early traction. With access to the right expertise, financial, operational, and strategic, early-stage founders stand a better chance of making it through that crucial period.
So what's the takeaway here for our listeners?
For founders, the big takeaway is this: you don't have to go it alone, and you don't have to stick to the conventional path of accelerators. Consider exploring alternatives like Crest Collective that offer specialized and customized support. It's about finding the right talent that can guide you through the critical decisions early on without risking your financial runway.
Well said, Jules. For any early-stage founders out there, now might be the time to think beyond the traditional models and consider a more flexible, tailored approach to building your leadership team. We're definitely going to keep an eye on how Crest Collective evolves this space.
No doubt. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to Startup Pulse. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and check out the show notes for links and more details on today's topic.
Until next time, keep innovating.